Welcome to the podcast with me, your host, the Feral Behaviourist. This is the podcast where the dogs are wild, the humans are weirder, and nobody is pretending to be normal. Where dog geeks unite, training is weirdly fun, and connection comes first. Hello, and welcome back to the Feral Behaviourist, the podcast where we explore the science, soul, and stories behind canine behaviour and the wider world our animals share with us. I'm your host, Tasha Atwood, a canine behaviourist and advocate for kind, welfare-led care. Today's episode is a personal one. It is called Fireworks, Fear and Facts, What the Statistics Really Say. Every autumn, the skies come alive with colour, but for so many animals and people, it is not a celebration, it's a sensory assault. Behind every bright flash, there's often a trembling body, a racing heart, and a guardian doing everything that they can to help, or a person being supported, or possibly not even being supported, whilst they're having to endure the bangs and the sensory overload that fireworks bring. This year, my own dog Koda reminded me yet again why this topic matters so deeply. So, we was at home one evening before bonfire night, not even an official display. It was actually last Friday, so the Friday before 5th of November. Just random bangs in the distance, and then out of nowhere, the first fire went off, and she was mid having a wee. So she froze, ears went back, our eyes widened, and then another bang which was louder and sounded much closer, and she bolted straight into the house shaking. And this is a dog who's grown up in a calm, supportive environment. I've worked with her for years using sound desensitization, which you can all see on YouTube over the years, positive associations, massages, enrichment, all the things that I teach my clients. But fear doesn't care how much training you've done, and also bear in mind that Koda is an assistance dog. So that moment, watching her body stiffen and her breathing quicken, it was a reminder that firework fear isn't a training issue. It's not disobedience. It's biology. It's survival. So, as you listen today, I want you to keep Koda in mind, and maybe your own animal too. This episode is for them. What the data shows. So, according to the PDSA, around 40% of dogs, 34% of cats, and 18% of rabbits show fear around fireworks. The Kennel Club found that during the last fireworks season, there was an 81% increase in missing dogs, with 30% described as terrified and over half as anxious. And the RSPCA receives around 400 calls every year from guardians reporting panic, injury, or even death linked to fireworks. So these numbers aren't pulled from social media, they're from real research. And yet despite this, there's still a myth that fear means failure. So let me make it clear again. Koda's fear doesn't mean that I did anything wrong. Just like millions of guardians, parents and people, just people. I've done the groundwork and she's still scared because fireworks are unpredictable, invasive and physiologically overwhelming. Between 2010 and 2023, the British Horse Society recorded 1,317 incidents involving horses and fireworks. Sadly, this included 45 deaths and 292 injuries. The Children's Burns Trust estimates over 550 children attend A&E each year due to fireworks, and the Home Office continues to record hundreds of firework-related injuries annually. These aren't isolated accidents, they're systematic harm wrapped in celebration. When a firework explodes, an animal's nervous system doesn't have time to think, it reacts. The sound hits 150 decibels or more, similar to standing beside a jet engine. Adrenaline floods the bloodstream, heart rate soar, muscles tighten, the body prepares for survival. This is the fight, flight, freeze response, and it is completely involuntary. It's not a lack of discipline, it's a deeply rooted protective reflex. And for some dogs, it doesn't stop once the fireworks do. So the fear lingers, living in the body. It can evolve into chronic anxiety, noise phobia, or avoidance behaviours that reshape daily life. This is why I always tell clients, you cannot reinforce fear with kindness, but you can reduce it with safety and empathy. So if we look at trigger stacking now, so if we imagine being startled in late August by the first firework of the season, then it happens again a week later. The nights are now getting darker, routines are changing. Halloween brings doorbells and strange costumes, and then bonfire night arrives, which is the final straw. This is trigger stacking, so it's stress layered upon stress until the nervous system can't cope. By November, many animals, including Koda, are already running on empty, and that's why those final weeks feel so hard. This year alone, we've seen some heartbreaking examples. A 4-year-old child left critically ill after antisocial fireworks in Burnley. Police attacked with fireworks in Birmingham and Edinburgh. 3 horses sadly euthanised by Red Wings Horse Sanctuary after panicking through fences. Last year we saw a baby red panda named Roxy who died at Edinburgh Zoo after stress and shock. Each of these stories tells the same truth, that fireworks are not harmless. So as a guardian, what can you do? You can create a fireworks readiness plan tailored to your pet, and you can choose a quiet, safe room, close the curtains and blinds, use steady background sounds, you put on the TV, the washing machine, or white noise machines. Make sure that your ID tags and microchips are updated. Most importantly, stay close, sit with them. If you're working remotely, set up their safe space near you and reward calm moments. Remember, your comfort doesn't reinforce fear, it reinforces safety. And I feel like it's teaching people to suck eggs on this section, because I know that so many people already have all of these protocols in place and much more. So for us professionals and advocates, we need to use our voice. We need to encourage our clients to record every incident, even near misses. We need to support petitions and local policies limiting private firework use, and promote alternatives like silent fireworks and light shows, because change starts with data, and then we can turn this into compassion and consistency. This year, after Koda's fright, I didn't do anything dramatic. I sat beside her, I closed the curtains, I put the washing machine on, something familiar, which can also be grounding. I massaged her shoulders, I massaged her with a massage brush, I gave her space when she needed it, and treats when she was relaxed enough to eat. And in that quiet moment, I realised our dogs don't need perfection from us, they need presence. So if you do take anything from this episode, let it be this: firework fear is not a lack of training. It is a lack of understanding from society, and every act of kindness you offer your animal is part of changing that story. Thank you for listening to The Feral Behaviourist. If this episode resonated with you, please share it. Help raise awareness for all the coders out there who just need a little more understanding. You can find links to all the studies, welfare organisations and resources in the show notes. And if you'd like downloadable checklists, vet letters and sound desensitisation guides, They'll be available soon on What's Mischief Holistic Education Behaviour Services website for members. So until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep building connections through pause to play. That's it from I, the Feral Behaviourist. We've chewed the mic, barked at the void, and left a trail of enrichment behind us. Thanks for being with us. Until next time, may your socks stay unchewed and your treat bins never run dry.